All right. Hey, look, we had a little bloopers. Okay, so I'm talking on the microphone, recording for the blog, and I'm giving you inside peek of me recording. And as I'm recording the audio for the blog, I look at the recording device and I never press record. Okay, so what I said, I have to redo it all over again. Okay, so let me redo the blog because I never recorded anything. So let's get with it. This time I'm going to record. Okay, let's make sure we record this time. Okay, this thing on? Yes, we are recording, and let's get with it. Hello, everybody. This is Khatib Shunar, and it is Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. It is a steamy, hot, humid, muggy day down here in New Orleans, baby. They tell me the temperature is in the hundreds. Ooh, is it hot and sticky outside? So why don't you stop and get you a cold one? Hey, a cold snowball, a cold soda, or even a happy hour smooth but cool drink. Hey, make it neat. Chill it, bartender. Yes, once you get you something nice and cool today. And if you don't drink, get you a nice bottle of flavored water. Get you some mint, some pineapples, or your favorite fruit. Cut them in wedges and drop them in a nice cold bottle of water and sit back and relax. Ooh, child, this is the moment to cool down. So I'm back at it again. I'm on the blog. I'm recording live. And I'm going to post this video of me recording live underneath the audio of today's blog. So let me remind you once again, we're doing the only audio series for a little bit. I'm just trying out some things, trying to see how they work for me and you as the readers and the listeners. Most of my people who follow me, I get messages every now and then. They like the audio because they're working. It's a busy world, and they don't really have time to read. And so I'm trying to see how this only audio service is going to work. Looking at the numbers and see if the numbers are the same or they're higher. And now for my readers who love to read while they listen to the audio, hey, I haven't forgot you. We're gonna go back to the reading and audio soon, but I need to try this out to see how these numbers look and how this work for my other listeners. I'm trying to have a balanced feel right here. Okay, so with that being said and done, let's take care of business before we get into our little talk. So I'm asking all of you who are hearing this right now, you're listening to this on your iPad, on your iPhone, your Android device, on your MacBook, or on your Windows PC, or whatever device, on your YouTube, on your TV in your living room. If you're listening to this, I need all of you to support me. I need you to donate to the blog. Yes, the blog is good, it's beautiful, it's uplifting, it's inspiring, it's motivational, you can get a laugh or two. But the blog is not free, and I need help to keep the blog up and running. You know, I have to pay fees, balance, and dues too to keep it rolling. And also the blog contributions help fund me trying to get a few books out to you all so I can publish a few books so I can have something coming out real soon. So the blog supports me as the independent writer, and it help keeps our online presence going because you know we don't have a Facebook, we don't have Instagram, and we don't have TikTok. I generally don't use those platforms, and at the moment I'm not willing to try and see if that works for me. I like having my own platform so I can say what I want to say and just have a little freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be, I don't want a moderator or nobody watching over me and flagging me and stuff. So I kind of like doing my own thing as an artist. And so I haven't touched those platforms yet. Maybe one day, but right now we just have our own blog. So support the blog. Support the blog. I ask you to support the blog. I appreciate every nickel, penny, dime, and prayer. Okay, so let's get rolling with today's feature. And so today's feature, you're gonna like this. And so I'm talking about family. So for the last 7-8 months, my family and I have been gathering on the weekends. And sometimes these weekends could be long. Oh my God. Our weekend can start on a Friday night, pause on Saturday, and back rolling Saturday about 3-4 o'clock up into the wee hours of Sunday morning, and then a break, and then a regathering for dinner time. That could be our weekend sometime. And let me tell you, I enjoy every bit of it. And I want to thank all of my cousins and friends who come out and hang Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a lot. That's a blessing to have family and friends to be in your corner and to support you, and you support them. And it's like a real Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like a pill that takes the pain away. Now, I'm not advocating that you take pills. I'm sorry if I said it like that. But having your family and friends around who are genuine, even though they may be crazy at moments, and sometimes you want to just like, oh my God, slap them. They're the best thing to have in this world. That's a blessing from the Creator to have family and friends. Okay, and so we're gonna talk about that in this blog. So my family and friends come over, and I was sitting there at the Pitty Pat table. Yes, Pitty Pat. Pitty Pat is the official card game of the South. Okay, so if you're sitting here playing Pitty Pat, 50 cents a hand. Yeah, 50 cents. Just having fun. 50 cents a hand. And let me tell you, I had a flashback, beyond flashback. Okay, I thought about when I was young and how my grandmother would have all of us over for dinner after service. And I remember on Fridays we used to have fish fries, and sometimes on Saturday we would go on the lake or City Park or Audubon Park or just play in front of the fire hydrant. You remember that? My grandfather would cut the Johnny plug on. Yes, I'm showing my age. The Johnny plug. My grandfather would cut the Johnny plug on, and we would get in front of that Johnny plug. Yes, on Sear Street in the St. Bernard Housing Condominiums, Monty calls it. Right there in the St. Bernard Projects, we would get in front of that Johnny plug, and we would have a blast. Oh my God, the best of time. Who needed an Olympic sized swimming pool when you have a Johnny plug right in the corner from your house? I'm glad my Papa Wallace was able to do that for us, but unfortunately, you all today, you can't do that because they put locks on the fire hydrants, and you can't have fun like that like we did. Hey, shout out to the 70s. Hey, those 70s babies. Hey, we had a blast. 70s, early 80s. Hey, that was the time to be a child. Okay, and so I remember that, and it just brought back to my heart, like, wow, family is everything. And yes, we have our issues with family. I'm not perfect. I won't even advocate or pretend like I am. I have, you know, disappointed some family and friends before, knowingly and unknowingly. And, I apologize to all of you openly, to the world right now, to all of my family and friends if I offended you or made you feel some type of way, or I sincerely apologize openly from the depths of my heart. Uh, so I'm doing this because I want all of us to make amends with our family. I have brother, two sisters, and I love them, and they mean the world to me. We have all had our issues as brothers and sisters. I have a sister in Lafayette, and I have a sister here in New Orleans, and I have a brother here in New Orleans. And even though we have different mothers and different dads, you know, hey, you figure all that stuff out. I'm not getting into details. You have to figure that out. Okay? Or maybe I can give you a hint. So my sister in Lafayette, we have the same mom, but different dads. And my sister and brother who lives in New Orleans, we have the same dad, but different mom. Okay? Okay, now you got that. And so I'm rambling, but you gotta forgive me, Evan. I'm not a perfect public speaker, and I don't want to lose you with rambling. So again, I'm here to push that we all practice forgiveness and healing, and we do a rebuild of our families, because that's important. It's important to have family by your side, and my grandmother knew that coming up, and she just knew how to build family, even though we had our issues. She worked on them in her own way. And even coming up as a kid, like my grandmama made sure that we had connections with one another. I had a lot of cousins, and so my grandmother, she would pair us up. Some age difference, some character difference. Like me and my cousin Olive, we were paired, and we totally different people. Like to this day, like we were like night and day. But my grandmother saw that, hey, y'all two need to be a pair. And so that was my growing up pair or whatever. And to this day, even her children are close to me. Her daughter is very close to me because, like when she had her daughter, like I was there, for her. So we have to work on our family ties. And let me just get into this reflection, because I'm rambling. I don't want to lose you. I'm a writer. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a priest. I'm not an imam. I'm just a writer with a story to tell. And so I'm going to go ahead and let this flow, this blog. And I did press record. And so I won't have to record this again. And I enjoy all of you. I appreciate you, and for you who can see me live, this is going to be posted under the audio of this reflection. So remember, this is only audio. We're trying something different. So pass this on to your family, friends, and loved ones. Share this beautiful piece with them. And so I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings. This is Pitty.